it's a memorable one.
But the personalizing our fortune cookie for a proposal.
Actually, sometimes we looking at it.
I want it.
I'm not sure they should, but I think that it's good. Like, I think you get a lot of regular people getting fortune cookie stuff from here. I really like they have some good sweatpants.
Yeah.
It's
Really good lounge.
and their price point.
I would scan it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a free 3-night vacation. I feel like that caught my eyes.
The late 70s. These guys were the same guys.
Okay, yeah.
Sending food, but I don't know if it's correct. It's staying underwear to
I hear you.
to eat.
Yes, this one could be.
So
You're looking at me like saying,
I'm slack. I'm on vacation.
Y'all got a graduation cap. I got a QR code.
Oh, now let's see how it tastes.
One of the best you've ever had, right?
Very good crunch.
Very good crunch.
Who the opens fortune cookies anymore? Actually, everybody. After eating Chinese food, humans have been conditioned to crack open that little cookie that tells them about their future. We put your brand directly on these 2.68-inch paper slips, making it a place where size doesn't matter, but creativity does. I bet you're thinking, cute, but how would we even scale this out? With over 47,000 restaurant partners, reaching 135 million people per month, we have as much coverage as white on rice. From the swanky vibes of 5-star restaurants to your favorite takeout joint, our reach spans every nook, cranny, dining table, and eyeball at these fine establishments. We're not just reaching them in restaurants, we're making it into their homes too. In a non-creepy, non-stalker kind of way, of course. We're in all the takeout bags, to-go orders, and deliveries. We're more like a Clingy X you just can't get rid of. And we can target your audience, from boomers to zoomers. And the best part is, drumroll please. People love sharing their branded fortunes all over social media. Free, earned media. So stop throwing your precious marketing dollars to the wind. Major brands like Chime, Duolingo, and Cars.com already know this works. Why don't you try your luck? After all, fortune favors the bold.
Hot bold.
This bold. What's up, everybody? Carlo Palomino. At Open Fortune, we never do what everybody else does. That's the definition of insanity. So we decided, let's not do the same thing that every vendor does at the AMA Higher Ed Conference, and let's have a party. We have Brad the Mentalist, we have fortune tellers, we have drinking, we have dancing, we have it all. That's because Open Fortune doesn't do the same thing, just like marketers shouldn't. Do something innovative, do something surprising and delightful, capture your audience's attention. Take a look at Open Fortune. Talk later. Get in there. You're more ready than you think to take the next step. Northern Arizona University. Have some fun, be whimsical, be joyful. Use your stickers to make friends. When you get a fortune cookie, do you open it or not open it?
Eat the wrapper.
You eat the wrapper? That's a badass shit. This is what I do. I hold drinks for people while they open fortune cookies. Look what I'm doing right now. What'd you get?
I'm gonna stumble into greatness.
Turn it over so we find out how you stumble into greatness. Oh, you're gonna go to San Jacinto College. Wow. So we do. Be uncommon amongst the common. Who opens their fortune cookie when they get it? That's 99.6% of you. I'm very good at math. How do you do something that's surprising and delightful and different and innovative that actually matters in a moment that's meaningful to people? Enter in Open Fortune. We're gonna change the goddamn game for you. We're gonna make you look like a rock star. I want you to have a great time, and I want you to eat ice cream like you're a 6-year-old, because it's unlimited.
We all crack open our fortune cookies, and mine says, any decision you make tomorrow will be a great one. What I didn't know was he was proposing tomorrow.
Boom! With the rock! Doing something different that no one else has done before? Wow! That's amazing! There we go. You gotta try it! I love this pickle boss! I love this place. We hung out at the Museum of Ice Cream with all our people here at AMA Higher Ed. There's 4,000 ads you see every single day. How do you actually cut through it? This. Do something different, watch the magic happen.
All fortunes hint at the future. And sometimes, if you're lucky, they become reality. From the boardroom to the bakery, we've been busy. really busy. And guess what? We just cracked number 128 on Inc. 5000. Major brands? They've bitten into our idea, and they're loving their fortune. Because in a world flooded with ads, ours gets opened, shared, and most importantly, remembered. At Open Fortune, we're proving that when it comes to advertising, fortune favors the bold.
Hey, I'm Matt Williams, Chief Cookie Officer of Open Fortune. A lot of people ask, how was Open Fortune started? So my co-founder Sean called me and said, Matt, I spoke to every single fortune cookie producer in the world, and I learned that 2 billion cookies are consumed at restaurants every single year. And I said, okay. He tells me the back of these slips are blank. That's when we realized this could be a massive media platform. I was like, holy shit. We knew we were onto something, so we hired Nielsen to conduct the world's largest fortune cookie advertising study. The study consisted of 20,000 people who received a branded fortune cookie at the end of their meal. The results validated that this can truly be a successful media platform. Being in the advertising industry for over 10 years, Sean and I knew that a big brand would see value in this platform. Within several months, we signed a partnership with Capital One. 3 weeks later, we had tens of millions of Capital One branded fortune cookies landing in restaurants across the US. Since then, we've worked with countless amazing brands like Coca-Cola, Disney, Warner Brothers, Chime, Duolingo, Dude Wipes, BetMGM, Zelle, Purple Mattress, ZipRecruiter, Rocket Money. Today, we sell the advertising rights for 98% of all of the fortune cookies in the world and have become one of the fastest growing media companies in the US.
Have you ever wondered who's responsible for writing the messages inside fortune cookies?
It turns out there's a New York-based company that does exactly that, and as Fox 5's Jody Goldberg shows us, they're starting a new campaign to promote peace.
Take a bite out of hate. That's Sean Perot's mission. One fortune cookie at a time.
The amount of hatred out there is mind-boggling right now, and we thought since we have a platform that reaches most of America, we had to do something about it.
The New York native is the chief fortune officer at Open Fortune. Their team is responsible for writing the fortunes found inside up to 2 billion cookies worldwide and 90% of fortune cookies here in the United States. This means the message inside your cookie was likely written by them.
We reach people as they're not distracted. Their phone's on the table. They're opening up the fortune cookies with both hands, and they're speaking with their family and friends.
With anti-Semitism and hate crimes on the rise, Sean's modifying the messaging inside these cookies.
An example is empathy is the key to a peaceful coexistence. These are the types of fortunes that we're putting in cookies. Choose kindness. Be kinder to somebody you don't agree with.
The hope is to promote peace and tolerance with a special focus on delivering these fortunes to restaurants close to college campuses where there's been an increase in hate.
We're actually donating 10 million fortune cookies to over 5,000 restaurants.
The cookies will circulate around the country in December and January, and if there's enough of an impact, the plan is to double down and push out 20 million more by the end of the first quarter.
We're not going to be able to change everyone's minds immediately, but we could start that positive conversation among family and friends at the dinner table.
From the dinner table right into the community, Sean's determined to create positive change. On Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
We all know what a fortune cookie is. We all love reading them.
But what if those fortunes could also be advertising space?
This is an opportunity to reach a lot of people in this engaging, emotional, one-on-one way. Like, you have a moment of a consumer's attention. And that's kind of how the idea was born.
And all right, maybe you're thinking here, okay, crazy idea, just might work. This is kind of wacky, sure, and it sounds fun, and who doesn't like fortune cookies? But also, how serious could this be? Oh no, this is serious. They're working with the likes of Zelle, Purple, Disney, Warner Brothers, Coke, Duolingo. You got a lot of big brands who are now advertising inside of fortune cookies. But this is not as simple as it sounds, because it's not just about getting some fortune cookies and printing some ads on it. No. Turns out that actually putting this kind of wacky business into practice required a lot of very smart, strategic business thinking.
Do you ever talk about it with family or friends, whoever you're eating with?
Of course, because there's always such heavy reactions to what the fortune is saying. Some people completely dismiss it. Other people think it will be 100% true. And so depending on who you're interacting with, you get into very fun and interesting conversations about the messages inside.
100%. What's one message you want to put inside of your own fortune cookie that millions of people read?
Be kinder to yourself.
I love that.
I really think that's fucking... Jeez, I just wish fucking people were kinder to themselves. If they were kinder to themselves, they'd be kinder to others, and everything would be good.
That's life right there. It's cool, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Stay well. Thank you, my dude.
When I first got introduced to Open Fortune, I had the same experience that I think every single person I've briefed had, which was stupefied and didn't understand it and thought it was a silly tactic, thought it was like a gimmicky thing, and by the end of the conversation I was like, oh my God, we've got to try this. Whether you're thinking about linear television or radio, and those two things, people are being entertained by something that they're actively watching or listening to, and you're interrupting it. And so you're immediately already trying to overcome a negative. Open Fortune, there's not an interruption. They're going into the cookie, and it's a surprise and delight. And so they're going in there specifically to engage with what you're doing. This is a real opportunity to break out and get noticed in an emotional moment with consumers that they don't expect, and you delight them. It's hard to delight people and surprise people anymore. And there's something really positive in a digital world to something tangible in the hand, and for that immediate impression. And we're all about trying to create positive memories and take advantage of positive mental states in a good way. The first real tangible point was when everybody and their brother and their cousin were getting emails from all their friends and text messages of, dude, you guys are advertising, this is amazing, greatest thing ever. And everybody was then sending it to the marketing team so we could have them, and it was just an avalanche. And then we'd have guests coming in from out of town, and they would ride in Uber, and they say where they're going, and then of course the Uber drivers and the Lyft drivers are just like, oh my God, I just got this in fortune cookies. Sometimes it's those small, not scaled things, but the really tangible emotion and excitement that come from the near network that triggers it. And then the data flows through after that. What we're seeing is action. We are seeing great results in terms of conversion, sort of traffic driving first, really strong results, actually significantly greater than we expected based on what you guys provided as a benchmark. And then the conversion rates are really high. This is a channel you can plan and you can hit, and you know you're going to get surprise and delight, and you're going to impact consumers.
Hi, I'm Jeff Mavros, Executive Director of Admissions and Recruitment Marketing at Illinois State. This fall, we finished our first campaign with Open Fortune, and I can't say enough good things about it. From their staff, who's responsive and professional and creative, to the product itself, which is innovative, engaging, about the most interactive way people can experience our brand that's out there, especially at a price point that higher ed can afford. We can't say enough good things about Open Fortune. We're looking very forward to our next campaign with Open Fortune, and maybe someday statewide exclusivity. So look out, everybody. They're so awesome. I'm even using their boxes to prop up my phone for this video. So we love them. You will too. Use them.